see you
I
perfectly.
can see you.
Everyone, I am sorry for the inconvenience because there was some kind of an emergency I had to take care of, and that's the reason I am restarting this live stream. And if you see, then you can come back in this session. Now, I have many students here. They are going to be here with us, and I am going to talk about our today's topic, and our today's topic is first of all, I want to share one of the students' message today. It was mute, please. Mute. Everyone, please mute. I have mute Mithilesh, Pooja, Dashri. Mute. Okay, thank you. So I have a one student's comment today that really touched my heart, and I want to share it with you, and I want to talk to you about it. So this comment is actually in Hindi, I think. So let's read it. He said, "मैम मैं ये कह रहा हूँ कि इंसान कुछ भी सीखने के लिए स्थिर बुद्धि की आवश्यकता होती है। इंग्लिश में स्टेबल माइंड बोलते हैं, पर उसके खुद के घर के लोग उसे अस्थिर कर दें तो वो इंसान कभी स्थिर बुद्धि नहीं ला सकता। मतलब मेरा ये कहना है कि आज के समय में माता पिता और बच्चों के बीच स्टेबिलिटी नहीं है। माँ पिता बच्चों को नहीं समझना चाहते, बच्चे माँ पिता को नहीं समझना चाहते, घर में हर समय झगड़ते हैं, समथिंग आई थिंक। ये मुसीबत अभी के समय में स्टूडेंट को फेस पड़ रही है। इसके कारण बच्चे नशे को अपना दोस्त बना लेते हैं। तो एक ऐसा वीडियो बनाएं जब भी आपको लगे कि एक वीडियो बनाना चाहिए, तो जो माता पिता और बच्चों में स्टेबिलिटी मतलब स्थिरता कैसे रहे, इस पर फ्यूचर में एक अवश्य बनाइएगा वीडियो, क्योंकि ये घटना मेरे साथ हुई है। मैं नहीं चाहता भारत के और किसी युवा पर ये बीते। बस इतना ही कहना था आपसे मैम। तो इट्स रियली टच्ड माय हार्ट दिस मॉर्निंग। आई जस्ट सॉ दिस मैसेज और आई felt like let's discuss about it, क्योंकि I can see that there are some of you might be parents or students, young students, like, and so this is a problem, he said, and it's a very common problem. So anyone want to say anything about this topic? किसी को कुछ कहना है?
Yes, ma'am. I am Jyoti.
Yes, Jyoti.
Ma'am, I want to say something. Ma'am, I think there may be two reasons behind this. One, that is generation gap. And another is communication gap. Ma'am, in modern days, there are many parents, they are working parents. And they are unable to give time to their children. They give their children's money, education, everything. But the love the children want from his parents is, I think something is missing between the parents and the children. So if their parents want to say something to their child, then their child didn't take it seriously. And if children wants to say something to their parents also didn't take them seriously because of their busy schedule. and didn't give time to their children. So I think, ma'am, it may be the reason behind this.
Okay.
That's all, ma'am.
Okay. Excellent. So the problem you think is generation gap and communication gap, and the solution you
Yes,
think
ma'am.
is, what do you think is the solution?
Ma'am, I think in these days parents are working.
No, I
So
know.
the parents must give their children
Sometime you mean.
some time.
Okay, so the solution is to give time. Okay, give time.
Ma'am, I cannot understand the whole topic because I didn't understand Hindi, alright? Because you have to tell me in English and explain these messages in English. Can you?
Hold on. So, everyone, if you don't understand Hindi, the question from this student is that it says parents and children are not on the same page. That means parents do not understand their children's problem, and the children they don't understand the parents' concern. And that's the reason there is a miscommunication, there is no understanding, and when all these things are there, the children are also under stress and are they are getting away from their parents and they are consuming some kind of a drugs or getting in bad companies, and they are not paying attention on their education. So the student said that this is a common problem. And Mazabin, I know this problem is in children also, but this problem is an adult person and who is facing this situation, and he said, I am in this situation and I don't want to see other students facing the same kind of situation and indulge in the bad company or do some kind of a bad stuff. I want to save other students. That's it. Okay. Yeah. Next, the solution is that parents need to give time. Okay. I am writing your the what do you think is the problem and what your solution. Okay. The next person, please.
Everyone have to reduce communication gap between parents and children.
Mhm. And who,
Parents have to give up, love and affection to their children, and children have to respect their parents and understand their views.
okay, solution is respect. So don't you think this respect needs to be from both sides?
Yes, both sides, as well, parents are also wrong, and sometimes children are also wrong.
Right. So that's what he said. He said that parents don't understand their children, and then children they don't understand the parents, and there is a lot of like gaps are there, right? That's the reason the children are getting away from their parents. कि वो उनसे बात ही नहीं करना चाहते, वो उनको
Mm.
नहीं
both
है.
both have to reduce the communication gap.
Right. Yeah. So you again, same thing is that the communication. And who is this person who is saying this?
I am Zeba.
Okay. 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 And who is the next person? That's okay, guys. Even if you are not very comfortable in English, you can express your thoughts in your language also. That's fine because I want to know about this. I don't live in India, and and of course I am from India. But luckily I had a very understanding parents. मेरे parents आज से 50 years पहले they were very open minded, and my mother was my friend. So I was never in this kind of situation. But some of you might be, or you are a parent, you might have children. So anyone who wants to have their input, you are welcome, and feel free to use English and Hindi also. It's mixed is fine too. Come on, who wants to talk? Yes.
Okay, Dr. DK, I am Tunduk.
Okay.
I have never seen that like parents around me. So I have no idea about that because it may be generation gap. My parents love me lots and I respect them lots. So I have, it's strange for me. I don't send scenes like that. So I am sorry. I can't discuss on this topic.
And what's your name?
My name is Tundu.
Hello.
Yes, never saw this
Hello.
kind. Yes.
I want to say something, madam.
You're not,
Stress,
please.
stress is also the main reason of the communication gap.
Think it's a stress.
Hello, madam.
Sometimes parents are
गाइस एक तो ना आप अंडरस्टैंड नहीं करते, आपको मुझे हिंदी में बताना पड़ेगा। आप तो म्यूट रखिए, तो आपके घर में इतनी आवाजें हो रही प्रॉब्लम नहीं।
Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello, madam.
Michelle.
Parent expects lot of things from their children, but children unable to fulfill their dream.
Yes, many expectations. I agree with you.
Yeah.
Yes. So, I mean, and I think the parents also have a society pressure. In India, तो especially people are so worried about society. कि ये क्या कहेगा मेरा फलाना रिश्तेदार क्या कहेगा लोग क्या कहेंगे and they compare their children a lot with other children too. And family and neighbors के kids के साथ भी relatives के kids के साथ भी, so there is so much. I agree 100% agree with you that the parents have a lot of expectations from their children, and if children are not able to fulfill their wishes, then there is a problem, right? Because they just want to see their children successful. But at the same time, I think in India there are not many opportunities out there.
Yes.
There are many people, students out there are highly educated, jobs are not there, a lot of frustration, and it's a frustration from both sides, students, parents, right? That's what I think it is there too, yes. And the society का pressure बहुत है इंडिया में, बहुत सारी movies भी बनी है इसके ऊपर, but nothing worked much. People think movies are just movies, but they need to understand that the movies are based on the reality of the society. कि चल क्या रहा है दुनिया में. The people need to change their mindset also, not to worry too much about society, because you have to think about your children's health and their mental health. In this one, this is about mental health, because if someone is not feeling good, depression है और वो they are just not on the track, so this is about mental health, right? तो वो बहुत है. Yes. Okay, who is the next person?
Hello, ma'am. I'm Mitlesh.
Yes, has been after Mitlesh. Okay. Yes.
Hello.
Yes, Mitlesh.
Actually, ma'am, and personally, I believe that sometimes what happens, ma'am, parents and their children, okay, it it gives the so much distance due to the pressure of relatives and of society. Because ma'am, nowadays I'm preparing for government examination, and sometimes what happens, our relatives and our society people say to our parents, say your what your what your children doing, okay, for a long time, he is preparing, but so far he didn't crack any kind of job. And after that, our parents force, at least what are you doing, okay, you see that their children, okay, got a job, and still you are not get any kind of job. So at that time their children cannot understand that, okay. And in that lack of the understanding, they they started drinking, they started smoking, and they starting any kind of things. So I
Right,
personally think that our parent must must think by heartly what they are doing. But
right,
sometimes we also don't understand, and sometimes our parents also don't understand. So I think that this is the main problem. And second thing is that, okay, the lack of the money. Because if our relationship is just going to be a bad, so everybody has only one expectation, okay, to to take the money and to give the money. So
mhm.
personally I believe that, okay, money is also a very the main issue to gap the relationship.
नहीं, but money की बात है तो अगर money अब if the child, if he is not working, he doesn't have money, right?
Yeah,
So what do you think? So the parents
because our parents expect from the their child, okay, they give us money so that I can do something to manage their to manage our family.
uh-huh.
Yeah, because in India what happens, ma'am, okay, after if you are 20 years old, and if you are,
No, bro.
listen to
Hello.
me, let me
Hello.
speak, ma'am, okay,
If
thereafter
you
you can interrupt me.
Who is this?
It is my turn, let me
Oh,
speak.
okay, okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so normally in India, people think that, okay, if you are getting the 21 plus, then our parents have expectation, they give the money, and we take rest at the home. Yeah,
Right.
and now I'm not able to just earn making the money. So I think that this is the main problem.
So you think because parents are spending money on you and then they expecting
Expect
that they're spending money, now it's your time to do something in your life, right?
Yeah,
That's what.
exactly. And what happens, ma'am, okay, due to the and they are preparing for any government examination, okay, and due to the government policy, they could not get the good job at the proper time.
Yes,
So
yes.
sometimes as a student cannot get the right things.
Right. Even if the student has a caliber, even if the
Yeah,
student has a qualification, right? Even then, because there are not many opportunities out there, and they
exactly, ma'am. Because, ma'am, if I talk about the if I talk about now I'm unemployed guy, then the people say that, okay, you do not have a quality, that is why you are unemployed. But the problem is that we do not have lots of opportunity.
right,
we have
yes,
we have quality, and after that we are not getting a good job because
right.
we have not lots of opportunities.
So see, that's not even a parents. That's not on parents' control, and that's a issue. Even the student and you guys do not have a control because that is something from the government, right? From the
Yeah,
political. From excellent, yes. So, I will come to you, Shivam. Just wait. I saw your hand, but I want the yes, Mehzabeen. It's your turn now.
Yeah, I want to say that some father and mother or some parents get their child, but they can give their toys, dolls, and etc. The clothes, etc. The a child needs. Then one thing is missing is that they didn't give their quality time because they also didn't have their time to spend with their children and teach something about life. So, okay, the parents know all about life, but they cannot explain to their children. One thing is missing that the children know the parents is a afraid thing to afraid that like, oh, my parents is kill me, like afraid in the parents, but we have to tell that, like me, I'm also a kid, also my mother, but my mother is a different kind of, okay, not like that. She give me some quality times. Okay, now let me tell that some parents are also can't connected to their children to know about them. And the children have a powerful brain that knowledge and curiosity wonder that really grows and brilliant. But the parents did just give them education and read, and more. So I want to know it is the problem solution is give much quality time. The parents did is give much quality time and try to connect it and be the best friend of their children because children is a wonder and they started to know about their parents. The parents didn't think of afraid and it will be very close to their parents and it will be developed. Thanks.
Yes, I agree with you because the same thing, the gap, and that's what you are saying, that it's from both sides, that the parents also need to give the time. That's what you're saying. And now the parents sometimes do not recognize their children's intelligence because they are just looking for, in other words, right now, I understand, Mahzabeen, you are not on that level where the student is talking about because that student is adult, right? And he is not like at your age, but yeah, and I think some people are, it's very fortunate that if your parents are making a good connection with you.
Oh,
And
I know that you were talking about the teenager students, right?
yeah, I understand. So yeah, I mean, so they see here, it is from both sides. It's from both sides. It's from children and from the parents. They have to find a common ground. Because yes, as Jyoti said, the generation gap is out there too, right? Because our parents, sometimes our parents just say, oh, we have experience, we know more than you do, right? So you need to listen to us, right? But then children says, no, we know now what's happening in these days, the modern time. You are talking about something what happens like 30 years ago, 40. Life is not same. So that's the problem because we are not in the same level. And then one more thing which I personally think is in Indian culture, that the mothers, they don't have much say, because it's a male dominating
I
society.
also know about in the digital technology. Some students are very smart and learn about technology, the smartphone, and etc. But the parents will explain the 30 years ago or the 40 years ago, the all about in the past, and they are talking about in the digital technology, and
Right.
the mother are talking about. Okay, let me explain.
Mehzabeen, wait, Mehzabeen. I'm gonna give you time later on. Let another person speak, please. Okay, please. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for your understanding. Yes, I have Shivam. Go ahead, please.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for giving a chance. So I would like to here point out 4 points here for explaining the gap between parents and us. The first thing is about the experience, as you told, that they have a more experience than us. That's why they always taunt us that you should not do that. They have more experience than us. Like if there is any adult 18-year-old, if he loves to someone, then and he wants to marry any girl, so that our parents will not allow to do a marriage because they know that we don't earn a money, we have nothing to as a we don't any earn money, so they will not let us do something like this. And experience always, yes, we should also accept that their experience will always help to us, so that's why we should always salute to our parents experience. The second is the security. They always want to us that we should go in such type of the field where we will get the securities. Like if someone wants to go into a dance, he's a very good in a dance, despite of it, the parent doesn't allow us to go in a dance field, because they know that they have some type of experience that those people are involved in a dance type of the field. They are not earning good money. They are suffering from economic problems. That's why they are don't allow us to go such type of the field. The third is like connected with not connected with the modern world, like just as the Mehza Been also said that about the technology and the modern world. Our parents are not connected with to the technologies and to the world. So what is going on? And last thing is also our ability, our experience, what we are doing. Our parents know that they have some doubt. We can't take a good decisions, like in what in till they have brought up us, so they know that we don't have ability to take the good decision. That's why there is a miscommunication between us and our parents. That is I want to conclude.
Excellent points. Hema, yes, Hema.
Yes, ma'am. This will be happen when I'm 17 or 18 year. I saw a child who speaks English in very well. I told my mother I also speak in English better, but she said I'm not speaking better, but you can speak your friends and all. But I can't speak in English with my friends, or my friends not speaking well is it, and I will fight with my father. Then I speak I said that why do you not admission in the better English school, and I will upset with 1 or 2 months in my father. And after some time I accept that I accept that he's said that no, you can, but he's so good. He said I am studying not like that, but I ma'am, what I say, कि आपको अपने हमने इतने अच्छे में डाला है, उसमें ही सीखो, लाइक दिस. और मैं 4-5 महीने तक ऐसे ही रही, और फिर I accept that maybe he is talking to me and said okay, और वो कहते ठीक है हम करेंगे कुछ, पर उनको भी पता था कि हमारे पास कोई अपॉर्चुनिटी नहीं है. Or
Right. So Hema, so you think the finances were the issues, that parents were not able to afford that kind of school? What was?
no, ma'am, because my basic is I'm always studying in Hindi medium. She one day he accept that I will go to you will go to better school. I will also go, but I'm not how can I'm not survived in English school.
Right, because your schooling was mostly in your regional language, Hindi medium ya jo bhi tha, so then it was hard for you to be there where it was everything, all the other subjects were in English, right? And it was a lot
Yes.
of academic pressure on you, in other words, right? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
I understand.
But I understand that you can I can hard work, then maybe I must succeed in speaking English better.
Right. Now you are in English medium school?
Yes, ma'am. I choose my subject is elective English and honors also.
Right. Okay. And your English is like, I mean, you can refine your English. Like, see, the basic thing is first to start speaking and then keep polishing it. Okay.
Sorry, ma'am. I can't understand. I can't got it, but maybe network issues.
Right. My point is like, you are speaking fine English, right? And it's okay. Yeah, when you start speaking, then with practice, you can start polishing your English. Polishing means, having more fluid in the language, your fluency, adding more, vocabulary and speaking it more correctly. That's what I'm saying. It comes with practice, but at least you have a desire to learn and improve. And I mean, yes, sometimes it happens. Whatever we ask our parents, we don't get it right away. But think about it. I think in this case, I would say sometimes it's financial issues also. Sometimes we don't understand, but our parents might are going through some kind of the things, and then they have to look at all other things too, because they are the one who going to pay all the bills, right? If you are a student, or if you are just in a school or college, you are not working, you are not paying any bills, the father and mother, whosoever is responsible, right? And sometimes we don't understand as children to that our parents has their limitations to spend the money, right? जितना उनके पास होगा वो उसी में से आपको करेंगे ना खर्च, वो भी है. Yes. Okay, who is my next speaker?
Hello, ma'am.
Do you know what we are talking about? There was a one comment from my student, and he wants me to talk about this topic कि parents understand नहीं करते बच्चों को, and children they don't understand, और बहुत communication gap है, और लाइफ में फ्रस्ट्रेशन बहुत है स्टूडेंट्स के भी, एंड स्टूडेंट्स आर डूइंग अनएथिकल थिंग्स, ड्रग्स वगैरह भी ले रहे हैं, ये कर रहे हैं और भटक रहे हैं. देन दिस स्टूडेंट सेज के मैं इस सिचुएशन में हूं और मैं चाहता हूं कि बाकी लोग ना जाएं इस सिचुएशन में. दैट्स व्हाट द कंसर्न इज. एक स्टूडेंट का ही है मेरे किसी का, उसने मेरे को लिखा है, एंड आई एम शेयरिंग हियर कि लेट्स टॉक अबाउट इट. ओके, हु इज माय नेक्स्ट स्पीकर? यस, जेबा.
Male domination is also the main reason. Sometimes female also not cooperate in every situation, and nowadays anger issue is very big problem. Everyone, either parents or either children, they have a very anger issue. They suffer with anger issues. And in India, the outsider also interfere in the family situation. Parents have no time in busy days to express their love and affection.
Right.
And another thing is that children are sometimes they are not obey, and when they didn't children are not obey, and they are not listen to advice of their parents.
Right. Okay, so you think children don't listen to their parents, right? Yes, that's what it is. It's again the generation gap, communication gap, right? Yes.
In my opinion, anger issue is the very big issue.
So you think the anger issue is from parent side or children side, or from both sides?
Both side. Both side.
Okay. So anger issue from both sides. Okay. So so you think the children are talking back to their parents? बोलते हैं आगे से बच्चे अगर parents?
Children are shouting too much, and sometimes in India male domination is very high in our cultural society. They also speak loud, and children also learn to speak loud.
Right. And एक और भी है, I think कि if there is a domestic violence at home.
Yes, domestic violence is also the biggest issue.
Right, because अगर father और mother में आपस में मार पिटाई हो रही है, तो उसका भी तो बच्चों के ऊपर बहुत ज्यादा नेगेटिव होगा ना influence. Right. I understand. There are so many issues because in domestic life there are so many issues, not only one, and वो सारे ही issues मिलके एक बहुत बड़ा बन जाता है जो atmosphere, and everything is interrelated, you know. Or right, good point. Anger. Yes. Okay. So who is the next person? Come on, everyone. You have a right to express your views. Yes.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, K. Rahman.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, I also mentioned one point because present day the parents are vanished one step from the children like exercise and play. That is very important point because when the children are play, they learn, they face a problem and they also learn how to fight with this problem for a solution. But the parents are give that parents are give not much important the exercise for children, and the children are involved in social media like other technology. They face very anxiety, and people are busy, the parents are also busy for their daily work. This is the gap. This gap lead the children in a anxiety situation. It is also, I think, a good point.
Right. So you are advising to, what's your advice to them then? You have any advice?
At first, I give advice them to give much importance for playing children because they give pressure the children to jump the physical exercise for learning, memorize learning. It is very big problem because when they learning, they do not face the real problem because when children play, they learn, they face a problem, and they also trying to overcome this problem with a suitable solution. That is the reason, I hope.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if they are little, then the parents can play with the, that's the,
Yeah. Parent give important the exercise in the children's life and play. It is also a very big point.
I mean, when they are little, the parents play with them a lot. I don't know about that, but this student, adult, he is a young man, right? Not a
Yeah.
and his problem is that he said he is because his parents never understood him. They always had a clash, and now he is indulged in a bad company. Doesn't want that this gonna happen to other students. That's his.
Yeah.
Okay, I have some of this. Prabhakar, Bashir, uh, Sherman, you want to join my class? You need to send me the WhatsApp message. The link next Saturday, everyone. Live at this time. So this is a free class. Every Saturday starts at 8 Indian Standard Time. And if you want to join this, you have to send me the message. Okay. Okay. The next person who wants to talk about this one, everyone, all need to contribute something. It's okay. Actually, Ji, you want to say something? Jashri?
Hello.
Jashri.
आमच्या घरात
Hello.
काव
May
एवढं
I
असतं ना काय बोलणार
speak, ma'am? Hello.
तिकडे आवाज जातो मग સ્પીકર ઓન કેલા तर
May I?
થઈ ગયું તમારું હવે કાઈ બાકી છે તો
Yes.
જાવ ને બહાર
Oh.
ઓલી મારું નામ રાડુ
Oh my goodness. Jashri is okay. Priyanshu Singh. Priyanshu, do you want to say? Yes, Tandap, you want to say something?
Yes, yes, family. Good afternoon, Dr. DK. I have not a good idea about them because I am from Ladakh. There is not happen this like of this like of thing, and I think if parents really love their child, then it's not happen. ये होना चाहिए अगर आप पेरेंट्स ये this is happens because of parents some lacking their behavior. It is a big issue. It is a big issue. It is a child's life. It is depend on their child's whole life. And I have no idea about that because मैंने कोई ऐसा देखा ही नहीं है ना. So my parents love me lot. I respect them lot. I really heartily मैं दिल से respect करती हूँ. So it's lack of my sentence construction too. That's all. Thank you, Dr. DK.
Okay, no problem. Yes, I mean, maybe because you live in Ladakh and you are so far from all this very fast life, because Ladakh, your life is very,
Yes.
right? Very like a very calm and peaceful, and no too much traffic or pollution. And
there is no crowded. There is no crowded, no pollution. It's a very peaceful land. It is a peaceful land in the world, I think.
Right.
Yes. Yeah. Now in the winter there is a lot of snowing, and then when the sun shines, and the mountain peaks are shining, and it's less greenery, less. In winter there is 20%, I think, may I say, it's a greenery.
Right.
And very peaceful. There is a land is very huge land, but population is very low. It's very little population.
My sister,
and I am belong to a.
My sister went there last year. My sister went there in Ladakh last year, and she told me it's beautiful and very peaceful, and the people from all religions have such a good relation. They don't have any differences on based of religion. They don't have any differences. And I was like, wow, that's a wonderful. So we should go there and visit. I have a plan in my mind. I'm gonna visit one day Ladakh. Yes. Yeah.
Yes, most welcome, Dr. DK. I am on there. Most welcome. Yeah. Yes, there is a lot of tourists are coming in June, July, and August. Not winter. Then you can't survive there. Yes.
I have a plan to go to Andaman, Nicobar, and Ladakh. That's in my list.
Okay. Very thank you for giving me this opportunity to talk.
Welcome. You're welcome. Okay, who is the next person?
Ma'am?
Come on. Yes.
Ma'am, I am Jyoti. I want to add one more point.
Mm-hmm.
Ma'am, parenting of children by their parents is also a main factor behind these conflicts. Because
Jyoti,
yes,
say it again, please. I didn't hear.
Ma'am, my point is parenting of children by their parents. What type of atmosphere their parents give to their children? Because children always copy their parents.
Right.
In their childhood. And if they see bad things in their surroundings in their childhood, it affects their mind also.
Right. Yes.
And this is the reason when they become adult, these things influence them to do with their parents or with their siblings also.
Right. I 100% agree with you that good parenting, very good parenting, because when the child is little, they observe everything. And sometimes parents think that, oh, this kid is just a little, he's not going to understand. But the children, they observe your behavior. They observe each and every moment of their parents, right? And then, yes, so good parenting. And how it's gonna be a good parenting when the parents, both mother and father, they have a good relationship with each other. If they don't have a good relationship, then moreover there are some joint families. system, and the society's pressure, neighbors' pressure. So social pressure is a lot out there in a culture, right? That's what I personally.
Ma'am, I want to one more thing
Uh-huh.
that, ma'am, when we go to 20 or 30 years before, we see mainly the family is joint family. But nowadays, people love nuclear family. And in nuclear family, in joint family, we see that there are so many peoples.
20 or 30 years ago, not before, 20 or 30 years ago was life was different, yes.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
it's like, but I think people are now adopting again the joint families. I don't know. They're
Ma'am, I don't think so, because nowadays people, mostly the people love nuclear family, and the main reason behind the nuclear family is also to earn money. Because in the joint, because due to their financial problems, people migrate from one place to another place.
right.
They cannot shift their whole family together,
Yeah,
so they become separate from their parents and from their family. And
right.
this is also the reason behind this, that their parents didn't got their a lot of love and affections from their parents, their grandparents, and the respects and morality from their parents
Right. I
in
have a
their
one.
childhood.
I have a one question. How
Yes,
many
ma'am.
of are in this group? How many of you are married?
Ma'am, I am married.
You are married.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. How many of you are parents?
Ma'am, I am not married.
I am parent. I am parent of two girls.
Two girls. Okay. And how many? Is there anyone has like a teenager child, like a teenager, like 13, 14, 15? Anyone?
I'm 22-year-old, only.
You have a child?
Hello, ma'am. Hello. I'm in 10th.
I'm single.
I am in 10th.
Okay. You are in 10th?
Yes.
So you are in 10th grade, right?
Yes.
Okay. No, I'm asking parents here. Who is there any parent? And what's your relationship? Tell me your relationship with your children.
My relationship is very nice with my daughters.
Okay.
We are friends.
You are friends. Okay. Yeah, see, that's important. So, the relationship with your children, it's important. And the second thing is that parents also need to understand that they are living in a society where so much needs to improve politically, socially. Uh, I mean, I know there is so much unemployment in India. I know one of my friends, she runs her own school, and she was telling me in her school, like even someone did the MPhil. That one teacher, she said, did MPhil, and I think she pays that time. It's like 3, 4 years ago. She was talking to me about this, and I think she told me that she paid that teacher, I don't know, 6,000 or 7,000 rupees, because that was the school. She had a kind of like a elementary level school, not even elementary, lower than that. So she's running her own school, and I was shocked that really, so this much money, and that's the way it works, because what you gonna
Ma'am,
buy? You cannot afford anything.
ma'am, in
Yes.
India, mainly the engineering occupation
Uh-huh.
is like same. In India, the engineers who have MTech or BTech degree start their jobs from 10,000 or 15,000. How can they survive? When they study, they spend a lot of lakhs of money behind that. And when they join their jobs, they got only 15 to 20% maximum in their beginning. then
Right.
how can they survive and give a good education to their children?
Right, right. So, I mean, this is the biggest issue. This is
Yes,
the
ma'am. Financial issue is also the biggest issue between the conflict of parents and children, because we children also expect a lot of things from their parents. When we see our colleagues and they are living a lavish life, and when we see them, we also expect our parents that they give me the same thing. But
right,
our parents are unable to give us the same thing.
right,
So these things also create a conflict between the parents and the children.
right, right. Yeah, it is sad. I mean, it really touched my heart this morning when I woke up and I looked at my comments, and this was the comment, and I was like, we need to talk about this because, I can, look up the books and I can create so many videos and talk about it. But I was like, no, I want to talk to these students and you people because you live in there and you see these situations and some of you might be going through these kind of situations. I was like, this is needs to be discussed in the Saturday's class, and today was the perfect day, right? And I mean. One more thing which I personally think is that Indian or even people in Asian countries need to change their mindset. Mindset is के जो सोसाइटी में काम करने की एक जो माइंडसेट है ना, कि जो आप कहते हो स्टैंडर्ड, वो बहुत ज्यादा लोगों का। अब यहाँ पे देखो अमेरिका में, आई एम गोना टॉक अबाउट माय चिल्ड्रन फॉर एग्जांपल। So, because here it's a society, then when you are 15 or 16 years old, you can work. Okay. Not, you can work for 20 hours a week and then you become like 18. I think after that, you can work. After high school, you can work full time if you want to, right? But up to that time, you cannot work more than 20 hours. So it's like a, but उसमें क्या था कि when my children were growing up and then when they turned 16 and they were ready to work, right? It doesn't mean that I cannot afford them, but that's the culture that they want to make their own money, right? और उसमें क्या, जब वो अब 16 के हैं तो what do you think के they become like engineers or doctors or officers? No, they just work in stores. They just do simple jobs, maybe packing the grocery or cleaning or mopping in the stores. That's the culture. Here they don't feel bad about it, राइट? क्योंकि वो कल्चर इस तरह से है। अब इंडिया में वो कल्चर नहीं है वहां पे। अब कोई अगर किसी के पास चलो अब डिग्री भी हो गई, अब काम नहीं मिल रहा, तो वो इफ समवन वांट्स टू स्टार्ट देयर ओन बिजनेस, अब बिजनेस में अगर मैं कहूँ तो कोई छोटी सी कोई रेडी भी लगाएगा तो इतना वो बहुत अच्छा पैसा कमा सकता है। बट देन पीपल विल से, ओ इसने ये काम करना शुरू कर, ये भी कोई काम है। मजाक बहुत उड़ाते हैं लोग। तो लोग जो सोसाइटी का हमारे ऊपर बहुत है, जो यहाँ पे नहीं है। यहाँ पे इस तरह का सिस्टम नहीं है। यहाँ पे आप कोई भी काम करो ना, कोई भी काम करो, पीपल विल नॉट से कि तू ये काम करता है। ये चीज नहीं है यहाँ पे। वो खत्म होनी चाहिए मेरे हिसाब से। एक तो उससे क्या है कि हाँ
Ma'am, in India, the topic which you are telling about is these things are very much in the people's mind. Because if I am a 10th, if I am a graduate, then I want to join some shops or etc., then people see us with a negative eyesight. They didn't take these things positive. And in the lockdown, ma'am, I want to say something. In lockdown, we say a lot of examples. A PhD holder selling vegetables in the market.
right.
These things are not good, I think, ma'am. If they have a PhD degree, then they must have some opportunity to use these degrees and use their qualification.
Right, but Jyoti, one thing is there. I understand what you are saying, but think about it at the same time that yes, you have a PhD degree, but unfortunately, you are living in this country where the government system is corrupt or whatever it is. They say they are doing great things, but you are living in that culture, right? But then what you gonna do? What then the PhD person's gonna do? Just stay home and get frustrated and not to do anything and go in depression and get indulged in and do some unethical things because
No, ma'am, I didn't mean that. I mean that if everyone is such degrees, then government must give their chance to use
but
these degrees.
right, but see, Jyoti, that is something people need to understand when they vote.
Yes,
Because
ma'am.
voting system is based on religion. Voting system is based on so many other.
Caste system.
Yeah, caste system, religion. If people can come out of all that stuff and think about choose the right person who can work for them, right? Then you can solve the issues. But right now, if things are not happening, then that person, if someone is did PhD, doesn't have money, doesn't have a food to eat on, and then what that person gonna do? He has to find something to bring money. तो उसमें अगर उसको सब्जियां भी बेचनी पड़ रही हैं तो वो कर रहा है, हो रहे हैं। मैंने भी देखी हैं बहुत सारी ऐसी वीडियोस जहाँ पे वुमेन इवन बहुत बहुत एजुकेटेड हैं, देन दे आर मेकिंग छोले भटूरे, रेड़ी लगाई है, कड़ी
Yes,
चावल, दिस एंड दैट। आई नो, आई वॉच बहुत सारी देखती रहती हूँ जो चल रहा है इंडिया में। तो आई मीन रिसेंटली, अब देखो रिसेंटली पंजाब में आप जो है वो गवर्नमेंट आ रही है, आप पार्टी की।
yes,
तो वहां पे जो एक एमएलए, अभी मैं सुबह ही वीडियो देख रही थी, तो वन एमएलए जो अभी एक बना है, उसकी जो मदर है वो हाई स्कूल में शी इज क्लीनिंग लेडी, वो झाड़ू लगाती है, राइट? तो उसको वो रिपोर्टर गए कि आपका तो बेटा एमएलए बन गया है तो आप झाड़ू लगा रही हो। वो कहते नहीं, मैं अपनी जॉब थोड़ी ना छोड़ूंगी, मैं तो अपना काम नहीं छोड़ूंगी, मैं कभी, वो तो मैं करूंगी ही करूंगी। तो इफ पीपल कैन चेंज दैट काइंड ऑफ माइंडसेट। अब देखो वो एमएलए की मदर है, अब उसका बेटा एमएलए बन गया तो वो तो उसी दिन झाड़ू छोड़ के भाग जाती कि मैं तो एमएलए की अब माँ हूं, मैं क्यों करूं ऐसा काम क्लीनिंग का। बट उसने कहा नहीं, मैं नहीं छोड़ूंगी, मैं तो यही काम करूंगी। क्यों छोड़ू मैं? मेरा बेटा भी सफाई जो काम करता है दुनिया की सेवा करेगा, मैं अपना काम करूंगी। सो अगर इस तरह के, अब मुझे नहीं पता वो फ्यूचर में क्या करेगी, बट आज की डेट में तो अगर इस तरह का माइंडसेट अगर आम लोगों का बनना शुरू हो जाए, इंडिया स्वर्ग बन जाए इंडिया, क्यों नहीं? काम कोई छोटा बड़ा नहीं होता, ये चीज को चेंज करने की बहुत जरूरत है इंडिया में। काम छोटा बड़ा नहीं होता, काम काम है। हाँ, चोरी करना, किसी को धोखा देना, नेगेटिव जितने हैं वो बुराई। काम कोई भी करो, चाहे सफाई का करो, क्लीन कहीं कोई भी काम करो, जो जॉब प्रोफेशन है जिसमें आप 10 हाथों से काम करके कमाया है पैसा, वो पूरा काम नहीं है। ये चीज इंपॉर्टेंट है, और दूसरी चीज है कि या सिचुएशन, अब आप अपनी जो सोसाइटी की सिचुएशन है उसको बदलने के लिए तो टाइम चाहिए। अब बहुत सारे लोग हैं वो दे वांट टू चेंज इट, बट थिंग्स आर नॉट इन देयर कंट्रोल। के अब आप स्टेट की गवर्नमेंट चेंज करना चाहते हो तो देन मेनी पीपल आर, यूथ को चेंज होना है। यूथ चेंज होगा वो अपने पेरेंट्स की माइंडसेट को चेंज करे कि आपने वोट किसको करना है। वोट आपने रिलीजन के बेस पे करना है, वोट आपने कास्टिज्म के बेस पे, वोट आपने कैलिबर के करना है। तो वो तो सारी चीजों को चेंज करना सोसाइटी ने करना है। बाकी एक और चीज मैंने इंडिया में देखी है प्लीज, ये है कि वहां पे लोग पता क्या कहते हैं, अरे दुनिया में ऐसे ही हो चलता है, पता क्या है, लोग ना सफाई नहीं रखते, लोग ना ये नहीं करते, सो दे डू लाइक दिस, दे डू दिस। वो ना दूसरों को पॉइंट करते हैं, वो ये नहीं देखते कि चेंज कैन स्टार्ट फ्रॉम यू। आप चेंज करो तो धीरे धीरे अगर हर कोई ऐसा सोचे तो दैट्स द पॉइंट। ओके, एनीवन टॉक एनीथिंग अबाउट दिस टॉपिक? बोलो, किसी को कुछ कहना है?
Yes, ma'am. I would like to say something that, ma'am, you were saying that we need to change our mindset, but there's also thing about the ego. To defend to your ego, it's very for someone it's very hard. Like someone, I think Jyoti said that someone is holding a PhD holder. If there are any, it's very good that someone is you said that for earning the money they have to do something. They can't frustrate it at home. It's very good. It's about very great. But lots of people are unable to fight from with their ego. Their ego stops them to do a work, to do those work which lower to them. But as you told that nothing is a lower. If you are getting a money, if you are can live your life, there is nothing lower. But there's something about ego which always comes in our way, which stops to us. So for changing the mindset, first of all, such type of the ego, how could we remove that type of the ego? It's very important. uh, that's why I want to just say that ego always comes in our way. That doesn't let us go to ahead.
Right. And Shivam, for that, I think people need to self-realize themselves. People need to reflect on themselves. And the other thing is, जब मैं कई बार बहुत बार आगे भी कहती हूँ कि everything is in you, in within you, right? Fear is within you, ego is within you, and you're in a conscious. Yourself. The change not gonna come from outside. Yes, outside was people's gonna pull your legs. People gonna, maybe they're gonna laugh about it. Oh, what kind of job you are working? This is not even for your caliber, right? But you are the one who gonna face back to them. You are the one who gonna tell them, hey, I am not hurting other people. Hey, I am not doing anything wrong, right? I am doing my hard work. So that is something people need to change their mindset, their attitude, and whatever you do it with proud. Do it with proud, not with I am selling a vegetable, or I have this kind of a small business. No, do it with your heart and soul, and do it like this is something. I have it. If I don't have other opportunities, I have seen people, they have a master's degrees, and they are what you say, three-wheeler drive, like a cab or three-wheeler driver, like they have all kind of jobs. They are doing it. Why? If they do a job, then what they gonna do? They're not gonna stay home, right? And if they and some of them are doing it proudly, it's fine. So वो बहुत important है शिवम. I know, sometimes people say, yeah, it's easy to say, and it's hard to work, right? But let me tell you something. When I came to America, I was a college and university. Yeah, you know that. And when I came to America, I also started from a scratch. I just started as a substitute teacher. Then I did assistant teaching, right? When you are working with the main teacher. But then gradually I got my position, right? But yes, for that I had to work very hard. And so gradually, when you change your mindset that whatever the situation is, I have to work accordingly. So what do you think? I was a PhD in education, and the my like a main teacher, when I started, the main teacher was just a bachelor's degree, and I so you know what I'm saying. So there was a
Yes, yes, ma'am. You will be feeling very upset that what I am doing, and someone who is a more is earning more than me, and I'm more educated than him.
right, right. And when I was assistant, you can imagine that a less educated person was making maybe 5 6 times more than I was making that time, right? So, but I had to do it. Why? Because that was the time's requirement. That was that time's requirement, and I did it. And I don't regret it, because those things, actually, that hard times polished me, right? And pushed me to do better in my life. So that's what, Shivam, we need to change the mindset. We need to change the attitude towards it. Everything is work. You are something you are doing with your mind, brain, and your hand, and it's a honest work. Then all works are respectable. And who is making it respectable? Society. The people who gonna laugh, you need to bash them back. You need to shush them. In other words, okay, if you are talking, if you are laughing on about my work, are you going to pay me? Pay my bills, pay my all the things, then talk. If you cannot do it, then stop. Right there, you have to snub them. That's what the society needs to do. And that change can come from each one of you. That's the way the societies change. That's the way the cultures change. And let me tell you one more thing about America. You know, America was also under British rule. आपको पता है किसी को? America
Yes,
also
ma'am.
got freedom from Britain. Okay? And America did not use even a single thing from Britain. They did everything different than whatever it was in Britain. They said, no, we're gonna make up our own constitution. We gonna even change our measuring system. We even gonna change our traffic system because we do not want to follow anything from Britain. And let me tell you one more thing. अगर आप इंडिया का जो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन देख लो और ब्रिटिश का कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन देख लो, इंडिया में बहुत सारे जो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में चीजें हैं वो सारी पुरानी है 1947 से पहले की, बहुत सारी चीजें आपको पता होगा। आप
Yes,
देख
ma'am.
Before making our constitution makers read approximately 60 countries constitution and then they make their own constitution.
राइट, तो अमेरिका का तो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन भी बिल्कुल डिफरेंट बना था, 100% डिफरेंट बना था। अब हमारे देखो यहाँ पे ट्रैफिक रूल्स आर डिफरेंट। आपकी है व्हाट यू से, आपकी है राइट हैंड ड्राइविंग,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
और इज अ लेफ्ट हैंड ड्राइविंग। हमारे जो और कार स्टीयरिंग्स आर आल्सो ऑन द अदर साइड, ऑन द लेफ्ट साइड, इंडिया के राइट साइड। And so everything, and measuring system देख लो आप, in Britain kilograms, right, and here in America we don't have kilograms, we have pounds, ounces. Okay, so America didn't adopt anything from Britain that time. They said no, we're not going to adopt anything. If we are getting freedom, we are free and we're going to make everything our own way. That's what the difference is. So when you want to bring change, the change comes from home. And when I'm saying home, that means each one of you need to change this system where it's like a title के engineer है तो higher title है, doctor है तो higher title है, this and no. Job is job. And now you're not going to believe it, even in my institution, even the custodians जिनको आप cleaner कहते हो इंडिया में, custodians कहते हैं हम अमेरिका में, I gave them so much respect. And it's not only me, all other staff I know, they are giving the same respect. And you will not believe me, let me tell you, if the custodian is absent, the principal sometime they pick up the trash, thale leke, bags le leke. And when I saw the very first time, I was shocked that principal is doing that. And
these things are missing in India.
Yeah, principal was doing the collecting the trash, not even the teachers, because he is the boss and he has to do it. You understand? That is the culture. That is the culture. So have a same respect for everyone. Doesn't matter. People give respect and people get respect. और इंडिया में अरे इधर आ, क्या कर रहा है? और इवन अब जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल मेड, घर में मेड हैं, इफ वी हैव अ हियर मेड, वी कैन ट्रीट दैट मेड विद इक्वल रिस्पेक्ट। बहुत है। You know, I sometimes I hire the cleaning ladies. She comes to my home after like 3 weeks or something to do the cleaning. But I cannot even imagine to treat them like they are cleaning my house. No, have a same respect, पूरी respect, 100%. That's culture. वो culture है, तो वो change करने की जरूरत है। तो इसीलिए यहाँ पे कोई काम छोटा बड़ा है नहीं, उसी रिस्पेक्ट से देखते हैं उनको, चाहे वो कोई भी काम करे। वो कल्चर चेंज करो इंडिया में आप. यू आर द यूथ, यू नीड टू चेंज दैट कल्चर. पेरेंट्स की तो बाद की बात है. यू नो व्हाई? बिकॉज आई थिंक पेरेंट्स आर अंडर सोसाइटीज प्रेशर. सो वी नीड टू चेंज द सोसाइटी. सो पेरेंट्स
Yes.
मोर ऑन पेरेंट्स की यही प्रॉब्लम. हाय लोग क्या कहेंगे. अब हिंदी में बोलूं तो यही चक्कर रहा है. वहां पे लोगों की ही प्रॉब्लम है सारी.
Yes, ma'am.
कि लोग क्या कहेंगे.
Exactly.
वो सारी उम्र you don't live for yourself, you live for other people. That is the problem. When you gonna stop this, that you gonna live for yourself and for your children, not for the society, कि लोग क्या कहेंगे, then you can make your own home environment heaven. Because we are responsible, and it's from both sides. And I understand parents are, I'm not blaming parents at all here. I'm not, because parents are also, they have their own what you say, helplessness. And then yeah उनकी अपनी वो जिसको मजबूरियां भी कह देते हो, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So I know it was very depressing for me, and I was like, let's talk about it. Yes, and it was excellent discussion, and I learned a lot about and your views. I appreciate many of you brought many good points, and we're gonna continue to work on it, and I will continue to talk about it, make the videos, do some research, how we can bring some changes in the society, and yeah.
Ma'am, I wanna ask one question that I have a question. I have a doubt that, as you told, that there is a culture in America that we see all the thing equal, but we treat all the people the same. But whenever I study America and India, we in a politics we compare all the institution together. I think the which you ma'am you were telling about the mindset. It's like, I think it's an individual mindset. You said that whatever we are in America, it doesn't matter whatever you are doing. They don't care about the other people. But I think people also in America, they're also suffering from the ideology of other. They also concern about other people. They also think about the other people, because that's why the lots of motivational speakers of America, they also say that you should not care about other people. So मेरे कहने का मतलब ये, जैसे कि आपने कहा कि अमेरिका में लोग दूसरों की लोग की परवाह नहीं करते, तो भाड़ में जाओ, तुम कुछ भी कर रहे हो. पर अगर वास्तव में ऐसा होता, पर जो आप अमेरिका के आप देखोगे मोटिवेशन स्पीकर, वो लोग कह रहे हैं कि तुम दूसरे लोगों की परवाह ना करो. दूसरे आपको क्या कह रहे हैं, मतलब कि इसका अर्थ ये है कि वहां पे भी लोगों में माइंडसेट है, डर है दूसरे लोगों का. केवल ये इंडिया में नहीं है कि हम अपनी सोसाइटी के बारे में सोचते हैं कि लोग क्या कहेंगे, बल्कि अमेरिका में भी है ऐसा कि लोग उनके बारे में क्या कहेंगे. ये एक इंडिविजुअल सोच है आपकी शायद.
Okay, I'm going to talk about this. Yeah, it's a very good point. And let me talk about it. Yeah, I understand that what you are saying about there are many speakers out there. But see here, I know many speakers out there, they are motivational speakers, and they also suffered a lot of things happened in their own family, in their own homes. And let me tell you one more thing about American culture. American culture, there are many broken families out there too. Okay, broken families in the sense means because the culture is very advanced, right? It's a very modern culture, you know that. And there are many mothers, unmarried mothers, and very young mothers out there. And there are so many situations where the children were living in a very bad conditions in a domestic life, or in I don't know if you know, there is one guy, I forgot his name. He's also a very famous motivational speaker from America, and he wrote a couple of books also. And I was reading his life when he was a child, and he had a very abusive father, right? So see, these things are everywhere in the society, Shivam. I'm not saying that 100% it's not there, but the culture, I'm talking about the general culture. अब ये नहीं है कि इंडिया में अच्छे लोग नहीं है या इंडिया में अच्छे पेरेंट्स नहीं है जो जिनकी अंडरस्टैंडिंग नहीं है बच्चों के साथ, बहुत हैं, right? But when we talk about these things, we generalize the thing, and when we generalize the thing, that means majority क्या है? When we generalize, जब generalize का मीनिंग यही है कि मेजॉरिटी में क्या होता है उसकी बात है। तो मैं ये नहीं कहती कि अमेरिका में बिल्कुल 100% कोई ऐसे लोग नहीं हैं, बट ज्यादा लोग जो हैं वो कल्चर है कि लोगों की परवाह नहीं है यहाँ पे, सोसाइटी का प्रेशर। अब देखो, अब मेरा बच्चा क्या कर रहा है या मेरे घर में क्या चल रहा है, मेरे नेबर्स की प्रॉब्लम बिल्कुल नहीं है ये मैं कह रही हूँ आपको। मेरे आसपास किसी की प्रॉब्लम नहीं है कि मेरा बेटा या मेरी बेटी क्या कर रहे हैं, उनका कोई लेना देना नहीं है उनके साथ। यू अंडरस्टैंड? वो कल्चर है। नाउ इट ऑल्सो डिपेंड्स ऑन के वेयर यू आर लिविंग। अगर आप कुछ सोसाइटी कहाँ पे हो, आप किस एरिया में हो, आपकी सोशल लाइफ किस तरह की है, उससे भी फर्क पड़ता है। But majority की शिवम, when I talk, I am talking about majority of the people are like that, right? ये नहीं होता सोसाइटी। अब अमेरिका में भी अब अगर देखो तो जो अमेरिका में कास्टिज्म नहीं है, रिलीजन्स तो हैं अमेरिका में भी, राइट? और अब नाउ अमेरिका में डिफरेंट कंट्रीज से लोग हैं, तो सारे मल्टी कल्चरल है यहाँ पे इकोनॉमिकल स्टेटस हैं लोगों के, हैं स्टेटस लोगों के, पर ये है कि अगर कोई लोअर जॉब भी करता है तो उसको मिसट्रीट नहीं करते। शिवम, मैं ये कह रही हूँ कि उसको मिसट्रीट नहीं करते। इंडिया में मिसट्रीटमेंट है, इंडिया में उनको समझते ही नहीं है वो, ये मैं कह रही हूँ शिवम। यू आर प्लीज डोंट मिस द बिग पिक्चर व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू टेल यू। आई एम सेइंग कि जो एवरी जॉब इज रिस्पेक्टेबल, वो कल्चर बनाओ। मैं ये नहीं कहती कि यहाँ पे कोई बुराइयां नहीं है कि अमेरिका इज हेवन, आई एम नॉट सेइंग दैट, बट मैं कह रही हूँ कि मेजॉरिटी ऑफ द पीपल जो माइंड सेट है कि काम जो है वो कोई भी है वो ऊंचा नीचे नहीं, काम है, ये एक माइंड सेट चेंज करने की जरूरत है। मेरा ये पॉइंट। यस
मैम, as I heard in America, white people mistreat with the black people. Like in India, that is casteism.
Yeah, I mean,
so what's your opinion?
देखो, वो तो बहुत ही वास्ट टॉपिक है। अगर आपने जो ज्योति स्टार्ट कर दिया है वो सेग्रीगेशन एंड अमेरिका में स्लेवरी रही है, राइट? बिकॉज वो तो ज्योति, वो तो टॉपिक 2 दिन नहीं खत्म होगा अगर मैं उस पर बात करने लग जाऊं तो। बिकॉज स्लेवरी अमेरिका में आई वो क्योंकि देयर वाज अ लॉट ऑफ लैंड हियर, तो लैंड को फार्मिंग बहुत थी यहाँ, टोबैको की फार्मिंग बहुत थी, कॉटन की फार्मिंग बहुत थी। Some people to work on the farm, so they went to Africa. तो अफ्रीका में they it's a history, it's a history, and they brought people here, they manipulated.
My point is something different. I know about the history. My point is, you told that we Americans cannot mistreat with each other. We respect all jobs with equally, and we respect everybody. Then these black peoples also may be respectable.
Yes. Okay.
They should not mistreat.
Right.
Should
Here.
not be mistreated.
Jyoti, in every culture there are some pros and cons, right? हर एक में होते हैं, हर कल्चर में होते हैं। अब देखो, अमेरिका में जो सेग्रीगेशन रही है, जो ब्लैक पीपल की और वाइट पीपल की सेग्रीगेशन, दैट एंडेड ऑफिशियली, इट एंडेड इन 1964। जो आपको पता होगा, डॉक्टर मार्टिन लूथर किंग जूनियर वाज द पीस मेकर, जो उन्होंने ही फॉलोड महात्मा गांधी एंड नेल्सन मंडेला आल्सो। एनीवे, सो इट्स लाइक, सो ये है कि वो पॉइंट्स हैं जो आप कह रहे हो, पर वो पहले जो सेग्रीगेशन या जो व्हाट यू से रेसिज्म पहले जो था ओपनली इतना नहीं था, बट कुछ ये रिसेंटली, अब मैं नाम नहीं लूंगी, पॉलिटिकल सिस्टम कुछ साल रहा जो हमारे अमेरिका में, उसमें कुछ जो लीडर्स थे उन्होंने उसी तरह वो पॉलिटिक्स की जो इंडिया में भी चल रही है, रिलीजन बेस्ड पॉलिटिक्स, राइट। तो यहाँ पे भी वो शुरू हो गया, और अब अमेरिका में कुछ हद तक काफ़ी चीज़ें जो हैं वो नेगेटिव हो गई हैं, बट स्टिल यहाँ पे बहुत सारे जो बाय लॉ इतने सिस्टम्स हैं कि हर कोई इतनी इजीली उसको नहीं चला सकता, यू अंडरस्टैंड? या सो
Ma'am, can you show your notes on the screen
कैन यू
about
डू,
this topic?
क्या कह रहे हो आप ज्योति?
Ma'am, can you show your notes? Ma'am, can you show your notes which you made from today's discussion on our screen?
दैट टेक्स्ट यू मीन द मैसेज जो है, वो स्टूडेंट का मैसेज जो है वो शेयर करो, वो कह रहे हो?
No, ma'am. The notes you make from our discussion.
Oh, the notes. No, I just made it on my
Ma'am, the
stick.
point.
Yeah, Jyoti ka point था. Your point was के generation gap and communication gap, and your solution was to give time to your children. और ये किसी का था कि many expectations और society का pressure. शिवम ने कहा था कि एक्सपीरियंस के, पेरेंट्स का एक्सपीरियंस, एंड देन सिक्योरिटी, फाइनेंशियल सिक्योरिटी नहीं है, जनरेशन गैप है, सेम थिंग, एंड एबिलिटी, पेरेंट्स की जो कि उनको वो सोचते हैं कि ड्यूटीफुल टूवर्ड्स देयर चिल्ड्रन, पेरेंट्स, पेरेंटिंग, किसी ने कहा था कि गुड पेरेंटिंग करनी चाहिए, कॉपी करते हैं पेरेंट्स, आई थिंक यू सेड दैट अगेन ज्योति, एंड वन स्टूडेंट सेड कि एंगर इश्यूज उनमें, आई थिंक जेबा सेड के एंगर इश्यूज बहुत हैं बच्चों में एंड पेरेंट्स में, एंड ये भी किसी ने कहा था लॉट्स ऑफ एक्सपेक्टेशंस, स्पेंडिंग एंड और या और गवर्नमेंट की रॉन्ग पॉलिसीज हैं, ये किसी ने कहा था कि रिस्पेक्ट करो ईच अदर की, एंड रेवा का है कि कम्युनिकेशन बढ़ाओ अपना, दैट्स व्हाट इट इज। यस, ये मैंने स्टिकी लिखा था जो भी आप बोल रहे थे। हाँ जी, anything?
Yeah, ma'am, I would like to add one thing that there is a very good news for all of us that for now about the mindset, the which new generation is coming in India now, present. They are also emphasizing on become a self-reliance. Now and nowadays, I see around of me the my friends are talking about the affiliate marketing, about the youth earning from the YouTube. They are talking about the stock market. It's mean that they want to be self-reliant in their during their 12th class, during their 10th class. So they are learning a new skills. They also, now we are coming to know about the freelancing. Through that we can earn. We are focusing on skills, and like that's, it's a very great thing that and even now startups has also so much started in India. Delhi has become a hub now. Recently, Delhi has become a hub of startups, and so it is very good news that we have also started to adopt that mindset to become self-reliance in our early age. But it is taking a time now. But like I want to say that now the beginning has started.
Right.
Now even in India.
That's a good thing, right? Because कोई तो स्टार्ट करे ना, माइंडसेट। अब देखो, आप सारे मिलके माइंडसेट चेंज करोगे तो माइंडसेट चेंज होगा, राइट? So you all, youth needs to work more towards this, and then gradually the parents mindset will change gradually, because parents are doing all this for their children. Every parents love their children, every parents want the best for their children, right? We cannot blame the parents also, but they also have so much pressure. And now think about it, if your parents are supporting you financially, giving you good education, they are spending a lot of money on you, right? And then definitely they want that you can settle down in your life, you can have, your life partner, have a good life, children, everything. That's what every parent's dream is about their children, right? So I cannot blame them, but at that same time, I think parents also need to think a little bit more about their children's life instead of thinking more about society. कि मेरा ये नेबर क्या कहेगा, मेरी चाची क्या कहेगी, मेरी मासी क्या कहेगी, मतलब मेरी सिस्टर क्या कहेगी, मेरा भाई. Don't think too much about your relatives and about your neighbors. Think about your children's betterment. Think what is best for your child. That is more important. अब देखो ना, अब just same thing is that the student who wrote me this, he said there is so much, there is no understanding between me and my parents, and I am indulging in all that kind of stuff. I am ruining my life. In other words, now this student, he realized it, that he, whatever he's doing is not good happening. It's not happening good to him. But he's already in that situation, and he doesn't want it happen to another children too, students too, right? So think about his mindset right now. किस तरह की उसकी problem है, you know? It's
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, when your children 12th result is coming, that you must get a call from your aunt and uncle. How much do you score in your 12th or 10th? And
Right.
that now after that your parents will jealous from your uncle and your uncle's child. He has a score more better than you, and they will scold you. You didn't hard work. What were you doing all the year?
comparison. Yes, too much comparison. It's too much. It is very frustrating for students also when parents are comparing even their children to their siblings, your brother or your sister, or they just compare so much. Parents also need to understand that every child is unique. Every child is unique and different. You cannot compare your one child with another child. You cannot, because we all are different. We all are unique in our own ways. So it's I think parents, children, everyone needs to bring some kind of changes so we all can live happy, and at the same time society also needs to change. There is so much. Yes. Okay, everyone. So Mithilesh, do you have anything to say? Hello, Mithilesh. No. Zeba Ahad, Zeba ji, do you have anything, anyone wants to say anything, so we can conclude this now? So I will see you next time. Hello, everyone. Yes, Mezbeen, you want to say something?
Yeah, I want to say something, but not in this topic. I want to say, when do you make a class about frozen movies? And I request to your comments.
You mean when to make a lesson on Frozen?
Yeah.
I saw that it's because I have Netflix, and I just saw a little bit, and then I was like, okay, that's what you want to. Then they released another Frozen too, I think, the new one. Yeah, did you watch that movie?
Also, I like it. This also correction. Like
this channel is for for I will say teenager and adults, and I don't know if anyone is interested to listen about Frozen.
And the two sisters will be, the Elsa is a frozen queen, and it's like sounds like it. She is very sad, and she going to mad. The Let It Go song is really touched my heart, and it's also depend on our life. It's not a fairy tales and Disney movies. It's also depend on some life characters.
Yeah, I will make one lesson. That's okay. I will make one video for that on that topic. Okay, Frozen. So you want me to summarize it, or you want to talk about her character, because they were two sisters, right?
Yeah, there are two sisters, Elsa and Anna. My favorite character is Elsa, but the more Elsa, yes,
Okay.
I like the both characters.
That's okay. We can talk about yeah, we can talk about that. I'm gonna make one video for discussion. That's a good idea. Okay, no problem. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, so okay, everyone. Then if you And I hope you like today's topic. Anyone? Did you like this topic?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am. I like
Thank you
today's
very
discussion
much
very
for
much.
teaching us.
Right. It was, the real discussion about real problem.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yeah. And many of you are actually going through those kind of situations. You are a student, you are getting your education, maybe you are looking for a job, or you are already in job but want to maybe enhance your skills and want to be on a better position, right? Yes. So you all have on a different situations. Okay, everyone. So at this time, I'm gonna say
Yes,
sleep well
Thank you,
and
ma'am.
keep watching the videos and keep.
thank you.
Yes. So tomorrow I will be starting, not tomorrow, from Monday. I will be starting some quizzes where you can assess your knowledge in English. And at the same time, are you watching my story, the one I am reading about the good character and the bad character in us? Anyone?
I cannot watch ma'am because I'm busy in studies.
No, other students, Mithilesh, Shivam, Chandip, Zeba. Did you watch my Monday to Friday lessons? Do you watch?
Uh, yes, ma'am, but not recently video. I have not watched, but I
Oh,
watched.
I started one story, and this story is gonna be for many lessons, but I'm not doing next week. But I already covered 3 lessons, and that story is amazing. About that is actually in our mental situation. So you must watch it, everyone. That's my advice. Okay, it's in 3 parts right now, but didn't end yet because I think it's gonna have maybe 15 parts. I don't know right now, but that's a long story. Okay. So everyone keep watching, watch the videos. It's not only to attend the Saturday class. You cannot become fluent just by joining one day class. Okay. So learn as much you can, watch all my videos. I have more than 260 videos at this time. Whenever you have time, practice with the videos, watch it, and enhance your English language skills. Have a wonderful day and stay blessed.
Bye
Thank
bye.
you.
Thank you very much.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Have a nice day.
You too.